Hi, Marta.
Hello, Brent.
You know, I'm so happy to have you here because you are the first professional journalist that we have had here at our podcast. So welcome, Marta.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You know, you also are doing something that's a first here because you are the first person ever to come to our podcast and bring their lovely dog along with them. So Cooper is here and we are hoping that Mr. Cooper can make his appearance known
Maybe.
sometime during the podcast, sometime during the podcast. So listen, thank you so much for coming on. And as I said before, I'm very happy to have you on here because you're a professional journalist who studied journalism and was on television too.
Well, could be, yes.
You were. I remember seeing you a few years ago, covering lots of stories, in particular stories like storms on the beach and things. But firstly, how did you get into journalism?
Because I love to write. I loved writing when I was a child.
Really?
And yes, and that was the best option for me.
And then from there, how did you get onto like presenting and in front of the camera? I mean, what was it like for you?
It was like a little bit shocking.
Really?
Because it was not my first idea when I started studying journalism, but life put me there and I did it.
And so you studied journalism in Vigo?
Yeah, no, in Santiago.
In
but
Santiago,
yes.
in Santiago.
Yeah.
So you went from Vigo to Santiago.
Yeah, exactly.
So just to clarify, Vigo is a beautiful city,
Yeah.
the rival city of La Coruña, my friend. It's a beautiful city, but it's about 150, 160 kilometers to the
more or
south. Wonderful city, and also known for its seafood and amazing. You know, the landscape is beautiful. The sea is beautiful. It's just amazing. And unfortunately, you have more days of sunshine than we do. But that's another story. That's another story. So you came over to Santiago. You studied journalism, and then you started working on television, where you were a news reporter. You were a news reporter.
Yeah. I was.
Were you not nervous being in, for example, I remember seeing you in certain news reports and it was really dangerous because it was heavy storms, it was raining, and what did you do? Were you...
Because when you're a journalist, you have to be in the center of the news, you know?
Right.
And, I remember that I was really young, like 20 years old, when I had this experience. I was almost a child.
Right.
And I remember that I was really nervous.
Yes,
Really insecure.
Yeah.
And with the past of the time, I have learned a lot. And now, for me, everything is easier, but I can't remember that feeling.
Wow.
The feeling like...
I remember, I remember, watching you on television. And I'm thinking at that time, I'm so glad it's you and not me because certain situations were strange. So you studied journalism and you worked on television and now you work for an international company. Now you're working for an international company.
Yes.
And your international company, you are using English in your day-to-day?
Yes, every day is really important because I work for a Japanese company, multinational company.
Right.
And my workmates are all around the world.
Right. So do you use English for your communication? That's the main form of communication with everyone?
Because we have people in Malaysia, in Japan, in Germany, in the US.
Wow.
But we have to use English as our common language.
Common language, wow.
Yes.
And do you find any country that's a little bit more complicated to communicate with than others?
Yes, especially I think German accent is really difficult.
You're the second person to say that. That Germany and people from German people. I think maybe the accent is a bit closed, so it could be difficult to understand.
Very different from Spanish, I think, and even from English. Accent is like something really strong.
Yes.
So sometimes it's difficult.
So you are speaking English and you are communicating a lot, but do you ever find that when you are communicating, for example, on Teams or in a meeting, what is it more for you? Is it more via Teams or?
Yeah, we are all the time on Teams meetings.
Right.
And it's like a very important part of my work, of my job, and I need to talk with a lot of people, coordinate all communication actions we do, and sometimes it's difficult because I can't understand really well
But
what people...
it's normal. It's normal. Yeah, you don't understand everything, but you understand the general concept
Exactly.
of it. And you know, that ability to adapt, I think, is something that you've got, because I mean, you adapted to coming from your city of Vigo to coming and living here in Coruña and you know, living here. What was that adaptation like also? I mean, was it difficult for you, or?
For me, it was not very difficult because I was lucky because my partner is from Coruña.
Oh yeah, she's from Coruña. Oh, fantastic.
So she showed me the city and
Yes.
a lot of friends too.
Yes.
And also my colleagues at the TV channel when I started, they were like fantastic, and they are my friends even today.
Okay, so that's wonderful. So you still keep in contact with them, and it's an absolutely amazing opportunity for you to. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So now we found out about you that you went to Santiago, you studied in Santiago journalism, that you are working for an international company, and that you are from our rival city of Vigo. But I have to ask you four questions to find out the essence of Marta. And the first question I have is, Marta, what is your favorite part of this city?
I should say that my favorite part of Coruña is the old town.
Ooh.
Yeah, because
nice.
It's for me it has really good vibes because I do there my pottery classes, and for me it's like the best moment of the week. But also I think that the architecture of this place is amazing.
Yes.
It's a really
Absolutely.
small but cute, and also we have like corners with very special feelings, you know.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I do like it there too. You're the first one to say the old part of the town. And the old part of the town is really old. It's like 800 or 900 years old. So it's like incredibly old.
Yes.
And the streets, the cobbled streets, you know, it's wonderful. It's absolutely amazing. And you do pottery class there too.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I love it.
I'm interested to find out more, my friend. Interested to find out more. So that's your favorite part of this city. But what's about your favorite food?
Oof, I should say anything, but especially I tasted recently an amazing curry chicken with rice. Done by an absolutely expert.
You mean Brent's chicken curry? Brent's chicken curry. But listen, you made it. I just told you what to do, and you did it, and it came out amazing, and that's wonderful, my friend. I need to give you the spices. I need to give you the spices
you
for
should,
that.
You should give me.
But wonderful. So you like spicy food?
I love spicy food, and I think that the Mexican and Indian food are my favorites.
You know, when I first came here to Spain about 20 years ago, there was not many spicy things on offer. But today, it's more and more people are eating spicier and spicier, and even have competitions to see who can eat the spicier. So well done, spicy food. I knew I like you, my friend. I knew I like you. Now, what about a television series or movie or something that you could sit back and relax and just enjoy?
Well, I have an absolutely favorite film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is Interstellar.
Oh.
Because it's related with one of my other passions, which is astronomy.
Okay.
And I remember when I saw this film the first time I watched it in 2014, and since then I have seen this film like, I don't know, 20 times, I don't know.
So the expression we use in English is to be blown away. I was blown away. It was incredible. Yes.
Absolutely blown away.
Yeah, it's a wonderful movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie.
Oh, good taste.
And you know what? And this is real. I often find myself thinking about that movie, because what if every moment of our life is actually happening concurrently?
Yeah.
And our concept of time is something different.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Wow. Oh, I'm getting a little bit too deep here, my friend. Too deep on an English podcast. That's wonderful. Now, you told us about your favorite food. You told us about your favorite series, and also your favorite part of this city, which is the old town. But what about if I had to ask you your favorite music? Is there something that really gets you moving and grooving? What would it be?
Yes, I can't with sad music. Instead of that, I love funk music and soul music, and
soul.
especially the
Motown music,
style.
Motor City music is amazing.
It's a wonderful period of music.
Do you have any band in particular, like Diana Ross and the Supremes, for example?
Of course.
Or
But I don't know. Well, even Michael Jackson and all related.
The Jackson 5,
it was
great.
amazing.
It was great.
But there are a lot of groups I don't remember because I really don't remember the names of the groups. But it's like something in Spotify, like all the time.
Comes up, Spotify. Yeah. Spotify with the algorithm, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Marta. It was an absolute pleasure to have you here. Did you enjoy your podcast experience today?
Oh, really, really, really a lot.
It was nice. It was nice to have you here, and you're so fluent in your English. And the reason why this is because you're using it every day in your business, and you're using it at work. You're writing and you're speaking and you're communicating and you're trying. And that's wonderful. We do this podcast so that students see that it's possible. You can do it. You can speak better English. You can communicate better, because you just have to take advantage of the situation, which you have done. I'm so proud of you for doing that. So well done, my friend.
Me too. You're a good journalist too.
I am. No, I am. You think I am? Okay, my friend. Maybe there is a future in journalism for me. Maybe.
For sure.
Maybe. But I have to get you back because I also want to find out something about your pottery class, which I love.
Of course.
I would definitely like to get started into that. So we'll get you back. And would you be interested in coming back?
Oh, of course.
So,
whenever you want.
Absolutely. So until then, we say thank you so much and come back, please.
Thank you, too, Brent.